Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching a video about American football, which, being rugby fans, is exciting because I know nothing about American football.
Nothing.
So it'll be interesting to see how it differs
I've
from
watched
rugby.
American football, and I don't get it because I've seen it. They play it sometimes late night on UK TV, sometimes. Or on Netflix, sometimes have live games and things for the Super Bowl and the big stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't understand it. They keep stopping. I don't know why.
No.
It's very slow.
I've never watched a match, so I know nothing. I'm going to probably be comparing it to rugby the whole time and trying to understand it from that side. But hopefully we'll learn from this video.
What we do know is rugby players don't wear pads.
The pads then?
Pads.
No, they don't.
Nope.
No, they don't. But cauliflower ears probably aren't a thing in American football.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
True.
We'll find out. Ready?
In America today, football is by far the most popular sport. During the autumn months, it sweeps up the country's weekends, beginning with National Football League's Thursday Night Football, followed by high school's Friday Night Lights, continuing with Saturday collegiate football clashes, and ends with the NFL's Sunday slate of games and Monday Night Football.
I do know that college football is a massive thing because I've seen that.
Well, I was going to say, this might be the wrong thing, but I've watched all of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders program. They're for American football, aren't they?
Yeah, they're from the NFL.
That's my knowledge.
That's the
NFL.
That's the big league, the NFL.
What does
I know
NFL
that.
stand for? National Football League.
And then there's the NCAA, which must be National
NCAA,
College
National
League.
College League, and then high school HS.
Yeah, the high school league, the college league.
Okay.
But as I understand it, like the college players are like famous athletes in their own right before they even join the NFL. It's like a huge thing for Americans with like some places, their towns are like everyone supports the college team.
Yes.
So it's like a massissive thing.
But you do see that in a lot of American films and TV
but
programs.
If you think about like college or I guess university in this country,
yep,
no one would know anybody on those teams. No one would know anybody on those teams for rugby or football or any of the big games over here, and that's English football. No one would know those. So it's weird that
soccer, that's what you call it.
Soccer.
Soccer.
It's weird that it's such a big thing. But there we go. Anyway.
With the help of TV deals, the coverage of the game is rampant in American homes, making it easier for people to watch their favorite teams or alumni duke it out on the gridiron. As the sport rapidly grows internationally and here stateside, American football is cemented in the country's pop culture. Let's dive in to give you the 101 on the fundamentals of the game known as football. The game is played on a grass or turf field that is 120 yards long and 53.3 yards wide. The field is flanked by end zones that are 10 yards long where teams have the ability to score. The rest of the field is marked every 5 yards with lines and every yard with a hash mark. Behind each end zone are goalposts that are 10 feet high and 18 feet 6 inches wide. The game consists of a full 60-minute runtime that is split up into 15-minute 4 quarters. In between the second and third quarter, a halftime of 12 minutes is used to allow teams to
So for a game that's only 60 minutes, every time I've watched it, it's so slow. They throw the ball and stop.
Yeah, but
and then they start again and stop.
Find out.
And then they start again and stop. Oh, it's crazy.
This is what we're going to find out, though.
No, I know. It feels like it lasts forever, but
So,
60 minutes is shorter than any match.
I'm hoping it will tell us how much each score is worth, like, if you get it over the, what was it called?
The touchdown, isn't it?
Yeah, but what was it called? The half yard? No.
The end zone.
The end zone, thank you.
It's a touchdown, isn't it?
Yeah, but how many points is that?
A point.
Just one?
15 love.
Regroup. Game of play begins with a coin toss to decide who gets the ball first. Based off that decision, one team kicks off to the opposing team. The opposing team's offensive players now has 4 chances, also known as downs, to take the ball down the field to score points, or to achieve 10 yards of progress from the line of scrimmage to gain another group of 4 downs, which is known as getting a first down. They do this by either running the ball.
Had some camera trouble. We're back. We're back on record.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, we're flashing red light. We're all good.
Okay, good. Right. And also, it gives me a chance to watch this again because I didn't understand it the first time. So
so let's go through that, and then let's discuss because I didn't get it either.
A halftime of 12 minutes is used to allow teams to regroup. Game of play begins with a coin toss to decide who gets the ball first. Based off that decision, one team kicks off to the opposing team. The opposing team's offensive players now has 4 chances, also known as downs, to take the ball down the field to score points or to achieve 10 yards of progress.
Okay, let's stop there. There's a lot. When they kick the ball to the opposing team, it then had a little whistle sound effect, as if they kick the ball and then they stop. My question would be why? Why don't the opposing team just start with it if that's the case?
Well, maybe it wasn't a whistle to say that the play stops.
I'm sure they'll get into more examples of this maybe. And then he's saying that
this is probably why it stops and starts there, because they have 4 chances to
move into different to move 10 yards. Up every 10 yards. So if they get it into the next 10 yards, does that they get to restart from there basically?
Yeah.
So in the second down,
yeah,
they would restart. If they moved up 20 yards, they'd start in that 20 yards position if they couldn't take the 30
probably
yards.
why it's so stop starting. But let's see.
I guess it's when they lose the ball, right?
From the line
they
of
get tackled.
To gain
the line of scrimmage is where they start,
which is known as getting a first down. They do this by either running the ball or throwing the ball against the opposing team's defensive players' attempts to stop all 4 chances. To score, the offense has to take the ball into the end zone for 6 points, which is called a touchdown.
6.
Touchdown. Or by kicking a field goal for 3 points.
Okay.
What's cool is
why wouldn't you go 3 points? Go for the kick every time.
The offense has the option to go for an additional points by either kicking a field goal for an extra point or to take the ball into the end zone again for 2 points.
And that's so after a touchdown, they then can choose to either try for a field goal for an extra point.
A bit like a conversion.
7 points total, like a conversion.
Like a conversion.
So 7 points total. Or they said, or they can have a go at running it back over the line again for a further 2 points. So that would give them 8 points total for that play.
Oh, hold on.
And then they kick it to their opposing team, I suppose.
Okay.
I have no
what
idea.
If the defense is successful in halting the offense's progression to their 4th chance or 4th down? The offense has the option to either punt the ball to change the possession to the other team's offense, or to go for it by either gaining a first down or to score points. So if the offense attempts to go for it and they're unsuccessful, the opposing team's offense gains possession where the ball is placed at the 4th down attempt, which is the line of scrimmage. The defense can also change possession with a turnover by either causing a fumble and knocking the ball out of the hands of the offensive player running the ball, or through catching a pass from the offense, which is known as an interception.
Sure.
Well, that makes sense. I don't get the fumble.
Only have 11 players on the field at any time, and some players will play offense and defensive roles. In the NFL, there's a 53-player roster that consists of the offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams consists of players like the kicker and punter, along with other purpose roles, whereas the offense and defense usually play most of the time. The quarterback is the player that calls the plays and snaps the ball. Once the ball is in...
So they're the ones that go like 28, 54, 5. Is that a quarterback?
Yeah. And then somebody throws the ball between their legs to the quarterback.
So the quarterback isn't holding the ball.
He catches it because I think the quarterback's the thrower, isn't he? He throws the big long ball. So somebody throws it to him, and then he runs backwards, trying to get away from the attacking.
And working out where he's going to throw it.
Yeah, and he's looking for people moving into space who are trying to get past the line of scrimmage and down as far as they can, but in open space where the throw is not going to be intercepted.
I bet there's loads of people that watch this and are screaming at the television or the screen that we're getting this completely wrong and we don't understand what we're talking about.
Well, we'll have to watch some games.
Yes, we will.
We'll check some games out and see, but
see if we've made sense of it.
I'm going to roll it back again just a little bit, just so I can...
Their purpose roles.
There we go.
Whereas the offense and defense usually play most of the time. The quarterback is the player that calls the plays and snaps the ball. Once the ball is in play, the quarterback can do one of 3 things. They can either A, hand off the ball to the team's running back whose job it is to run the ball, B. Throw it to one of the wide receivers, whose job is running routes downfield to catch the ball, or C. Run it themselves. The quarterback won't be able to do any of these things without the offensive lineman in front of them. Their task is to block for the quarterback to give them time to throw the ball or to create gaps at the line of scrimmage for the running back.
Like Terry Tate, office linebacker.
Who?
Do you remember there was an NFL advert a few years back? Well, quite a long time ago now, but they had Terry Tate, who I'm sure used to be in the NFL,
right,
in a linebacker position, which is like one of those, they're the guys you see sprinting, just go, taking people out.
Okay.
They did a skit with him, didn't they, where he was like in an office role, and would take people out for breaking the rules. Do you remember that? Oh, we're going to watch that. It's so good.
Remember that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Any compilation of like the best NFL adverts or something like that will have it, because there was like loads of different individual adverts for it. It was brilliant.
Oh, maybe I'll remember it if I see it.
It was for Reebok, I think. He was sponsored by Reebok to play in the office. Oh, it was brilliant, so good. Anyway, I'm sure that was his job, because they couldn't linebacker, and they said those are the linemen. So like blocking and taking people out, making the space.
So could this be a bit like the offensive line? Could they kind of run forward with the quarterback behind them, carrying the ball to get the points?
Yeah, they're then pushing other people out the way to create space, like an ambulance coming through.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the offensive lineman in front of them. Their task is to block for the quarterback to give them time to throw the ball or to create gaps at the line of scrimmage for the running back to run through. Who they're blocking are the defensive linemen, whose job is to rush the quarterback by tackling them as fast as they can, which is called a sack. Positioned behind the defensive linemen are the linebackers, who not only rushes the quarterback as well, but are also useful in tackling the running back. The cornerbacks are the players that guard and cover the wide receivers, but sometimes rushes the quarterback from the outside. If they do, then the safeties will cover the wide receivers, but are typically the last line of defense. If the linemen, linebackers, and cornerbacks all rush the quarterback at once, this is known as a blitz.
Oh.
When infractions or penalties occur during play on either side of the ball, the consequence of the penalty is enforced on where the ball is placed on the field from the original line of scrimmage, depending on the severity of the action. Penalties can be a huge help or a crushing blow to a team and can play an integral part in the outcome of a game.
And I assume penalties are exactly what we would expect from football or rugby, right?
Like high tackles or that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Well, I'm not saying, but, there'll be certain types of tackle that probably aren't allowed, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I think even though they wear helmets, like anytime you're going for the head.
Well, that's what I mean, like a high tackle.
You can't dump someone on their head and stuff like that, so it's got to be that sort of thing.
Too low, too high, maybe.
Sweeping the leg breakers and things like that.
Yeah.
Or just generally like mishandling the ball. I'm not sure what mishandling is in this, but like...
Well, is it with passing... Is it like rugby when they have to pass?
No, they pass forward.
Behind? Do they have to pass? So they can't pass behind, maybe, rather than the other way around?
That's too technical.
Original line of scrimmage, depending on the severity of the action. Penalties can be a huge help or a crushing blow to a team and can play an integral part in the outcome of a game. The referees throw yellow flags that look like handkerchiefs to indicate the infraction. There's quite a few in the rulebook, but the most common ones you'll see in a game are offsides and encroachment. When the offense and defense line up before the ball is put into play, each team can't cross the line of scrimmage. If an offensive player is beyond the line of scrimmage when the ball is put into play, it's called offsides. It's a 5-yard loss and the down is replayed. If the defense crosses the line of scrimmage and makes contact before the ball is snapped, it's called encroachment. The ball is advanced 5 yards and the down is replayed. Holding. Holding is
Okay.
essentially grabbing onto the opposing player to
For
prevent
sure.
them from tackling or who isn't the ball carrier. Both sides have differing consequences. Holding on the offense would be a 10-yard loss and replay the down. Defensive holding is a 5-yard advance with an automatic first down. Delay of game.
It's interesting that for every penalty, then they either gain or lose position further up and down the pitch. That's kind of an interesting way of doing it. Like in racing, where you get time penalties.
Mm-hmm.
If you try and cut a corner or something, they penalty you, or if you're dangerous, they penalty you
Yep.
for time. So that's kind of
Yeah.
neat that they do that, I suppose. I can't wait now to watch a football game because I can't say I remember seeing a little yellow. I can't wait to just try and spot if there's a guy throwing a yellow handkerchief in the air. The referees just go, whee!
See, that's what I would like to see in rugby.
Yeah, RuPaul walks out with a little whee! Yeah.
Offense would be a 10-yard loss and replay the down. Defensive holding is a 5-yard advance with an automatic first down. Delay of game. The delay of game penalty is for the offense only. After the ball is set for the next play, a play clock begins to count down in order to pick up the pace of the game. In the NFL, the 40-second play clock starts when the previous down is complete. The offense has to put the ball into play before the play clock runs out or call a timeout. If they fail to do so, the delay of game penalty is enforced by losing 5 yards and the down is replayed. Pass interference. Pass interference is a judgment call that occurs during a throwing play and can go against the offense or the defense. Before the ball arrives to the intended receiver, the defense can't make contact to restrict the player from catching the ball, and the offense can't shove the defense away to create space in catching the ball.
So they can't.
Why?
They can't. So if they're there ready to catch the ball, the opposing team can't kind of like budge them out of the way to catch the ball themselves.
For the interception, right?
Which, yeah, I would have thought that would be part of interception.
So it's like once the ball's been thrown, like that's it, the die is set.
Then it goes to that team, whoever's throwing it.
And then you have to let him catch it.
Before you take him down.
Then you can tackle him?
Interesting. Okay. I mean...
Do you think that's to prevent, like, you know, when you have tackling off their feet and things like that?
Yeah.
You usually get more dangerous tackles when people are in the air trying to catch, jumping for a catch and things. Or two people coming in to try and catch the same ball and...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Ball, and the offense can't shove the defense away to create space in catching the ball. In the NFL, if defensive pass interference is called, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul, which is an automatic first down. Offensive pass interference is a 10-yard loss from the previous line of scrimmage, with the down being...
I kind of thought you looked like Chandler from Friends.
False start. Another common one you'll see is false start. For the offense only, this penalty is enforced when an offensive player moves abruptly before the ball is snapped. The defense are allowed to move all the time, whereas the offense needs to be very still, unless they're in motion, when they are placed in their spot. A pesky 5-yard loss.
They need to be still unless they're in motion.
This is hurting my
if two
brain.
penalties happen at the same time, one on the offense and the other on the defense.
I've just noticed the list down the left-hand side. Look at this list.
Yeah, did you not notice that earlier?
No, I didn't realise. There's so many more to go.
I saw that and thought,
Oh, God.
I mean, I thought when I first started watching rugby that was complicated.
No, it's nothing on this, right?
No, this is mind-blowing.
You've got to wonder how this becomes, with so many rules, how this becomes the dominant sport.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big football person by any means, don't really watch football, but it's a simple game.
Mm.
There's a couple of rules in there for offside and things, and
I was
don't
going to
pull
say
each other and
offside
whatnot,
seems to be the most complicated thing about football.
Pretty much.
This all is complicated. I'm sure it's not if you watch it a lot, then, you know.
You wonder how it got to that point.
But, yeah.
Or have, like, I'm guessing a lot of rules have been introduced over the years as the game's progressed. But
I think maybe I need to watch a game to try and because this is
there
hard
is
to...
so much. Like, you
Isn't
can't
there?
do right for doing wrong with this many rules.
No.
But if two penalties happen at the same time, one on the offense and the other on the defense, these penalties become offset, and the down will be replayed with no consequences, kind of like a do-over. If two penalties happen on the same play from the same team, then the opposing team has the choice of which one to enforce to get the better advantage. It's no easy task in refereeing a football game, and mistakes can happen. With the advancement in technology, every pro and collegiate game is recorded on camera, thus giving head coaches the ability to challenge particular rulings on the field, not penalty calls. Whether the player caught a pass or if the player really did fumble the ball are great cases on whether a coach should throw their red flag or handkerchief to challenge the ruling. The cost of this decision is by losing one of their 3 timeouts. But if the ruling is overturned in their favor,
what if they could just be like, timeout, I need to
give
talk
us
to
a
my
quick
players.
break, we're going to have
I
a
need
quick
to talk
catch
to my
up.
players.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't get that,
But then
really.
they lose one if they contest it.
Don't really get timeouts, do we, in British sports?
No.
It's not really a thing.
No. And then he has a red hanky.
That's if you've been really naughty.
Flash.
losing one of their 3 timeouts. But if the ruling is overturned in their favor, aka if they were right, the timeout is given back to the head coach.
Fair enough.
Even though the game itself is universal at every level of play, there are some minor rule differences between pro and college football here in the US that are worth noting. Overtime. If the game is tied at the end of regulation, the NFL has an overtime period of 10 minutes to see if either team can win. If both teams have the same score when 10 minutes are up, the game is considered a tie. In college, each team has a chance to score from the 20-yard line and will continue play until one team scores more points than the other. Catch. How a catch is determined in how the wide receiver lands with their feet. In college, you need at least 1 foot touching inbounds that will count as a catch, whereas in the NFL, you need both feet to touch. Clock. In the NFL, the clock doesn't stop after achieving a first down like it does in college. Defensive pass interference. As shown before, the NFL has a consequence of an automatic first down and the spot of the foul for defensive pass interference. In college, the spot of the foul is only enforced if it occurs less than 15 yards. If the penalty happened farther down the field, only a 15-yard advancement will be enforced. As summer turns into fall during the calendar year, it's hard not to notice the plethora of football teams being represented in American daily life. Tailgating in the stadium parking lots to fantasy football, the American sports tradition continues to permeate pop.
Yeah, I love the idea of the tailgating.
Yeah.
You see that on Man vs. Food, where they all get their barbecues out the back of the trucks, and then like turn up 6 hours before a game or something, have a giant cook-off. That I can get behind.
I mean, that wouldn't happen here. It would be an absolute nightmare.
No, I mean, there's not even any parking at the stadium.
No.
It's going to be in a lay-by somewhere trying to fry sausages.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. I'm still confused by all these rules.
Lots to fantasy football. The American sports tradition continues to permeate pop culture in all 4 corners of the country. With TV deals continuing to climb and covering the sport, to families throwing the pigskin on a nice autumn breeze, the sport known as football won't be going away anytime soon. If you enjoy learning about sports or of sports-related topics, please consider subscribing.
I mean,
well,
I'm not sure I feel any more informed than I did when we started.
Not really.
In some ways, I feel more confused.
But I have learned a couple of things. 60 minutes total.
Yes.
6 points for a touchdown.
Yeah. 3 for a kick.
3 for a field goal.
Field goal.
And then after a touchdown, the chance to take a field goal for an extra point, or try for another touchdown for an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
Maximum of 8 points in that play.
My question would be now, why do they need all the padding?
That's to stop them getting hurt. We know they don't need it, right? We know they don't need it. Rugby players. Can you imagine if they brought that rule in for rugby that they suddenly all had to wear all these big pads and stuff? I think you see so many people walk away from the sport.
You almost feel like some of them get judged when they have hats on to protect their ears from getting the cauliflower ears.
Yeah, but I can totally understand that.
Oh, I can. But you almost feel a bit like, well, you look silly in that little hat.
It wouldn't surprise me if they eventually brought in a rule to say that everybody has to wear skull caps with some form of padding on them, just to help try and reduce head injuries and things. Because so often you get head to shoulder contacts and things like that. But
I feel like the next step is we need to watch a game, part of a game, or something, to understand this more.
Yeah, I feel like the padding has a place in American football though, because when you watch it, like, it kind of, I guess, means that the guys can go all out with more force.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want them running at me and smashing into me.
No, and they're big guys, right? They're big guys, just like the rugby guys. But yeah, I guess they can not worry so much about the damage they're doing because they're wearing padding. Because they're all wearing padding, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe, although, you know, we see it in rugby, guys with blood streaming out their ears and out their broken noses, begging the ref to play on.
Yes.
So I don't know.
When that'd be the next thing to watch, a match.
Yeah, we for sure need to watch a game.
Is it a game, not a match?
I
got my terminology wrong.
I think it's a game.
I think it's a game. I think you're right. I think we would call it a match, and they would say a game.
I think they'd say a game.
If anyone can also explain this a little bit more in simple terms to me.
Do you know what we need? We need to watch a game where somebody explains the game.
We do. We need somebody to explain as we're watching.
Almost like the play happens and then they pause it and they go, right.
Yeah.
This is what's just happened.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm sure there's some good, like, we have the Super Bowl games are probably the ones to watch, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The big final games of the league and everything.
Then we can enjoy the halftime show as well.
Yeah. But if we're doing that, we should get t-shirts.
For what?
For teams? Yeah. Because we don't know what the scores are for the games anyway.
Who played the most recent Super Bowl? Do you know?
Well, I don't know, but I remember last year they brought one of the NFL matches to the UK, didn't they? I think it was part of the league.
Did they?
Yeah, and it was the Dolphins, which I think is Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Oh, okay.
And they played it at Wembley.
Oh.
I think, in London. I want to say the Dolphins won. I can't remember who they were playing. It's terrible, but...
Victory for the Mermen.
For the Mermen? don't let them hear you calling them that.
It's for friends. It was a moral victory for the Mermen. Okay.
There's a Jason Momoa in there somewhere with Aquaman.
Yeah.
Big guys.
Yeah.
Burly guys. Aquaman. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do that and we'll find that.
We'll watch a game. That'll be a long session. Maybe we should do a live stream of the game. Of watching a game.
Yeah, but we won't understand what earth's going on.
No, we'll find one eventually and then we'll do a live stream of it and then just figure it out as we go along.
With any help.
Yeah.
that you can give.
We'll have a Super Bowl party that's not in season, not the right year, not the right game, with none of the right terminology. Yep. It'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
Drinking tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tea and biscuits.
So there we go. Super interesting.
Brilliant.
Sort of interesting. So much more to learn, but...
Yeah, we've made a start. I know more now than I did prior.
We've cracked the seal.
I think.
So we'll go with that.
Any suggestions of games that we should watch? Matches? No, games we should watch. Let us know.
Yeah, pop them down in the comments if there's games that should be watched. Like, subscribe, all the good things. And we'll catch you again.
See you next time.